So if you're at it evening and you see a head of flame, too late to stop believing and you've just yourself to blame. You're synchronized with just one chance, literally happens when you hastily cross the covered bridge and not return again. Like about the never riding tonight, there's a bright lady standing on the moonlight. Both front crying on a wicked refrain. Are you listening to him singing Ichabod Crane? Ichabod Crane. Thank you. You're very kind. Extremely kind. I couldn't help myself. That was just too cool to pass up. That's one of my favorite ones. My next goal is to, of course, write a song based off of the other story that tends to go hand in hand with Ichabod Crane, at least as far as Disney's concerned, is The Wind in the Willows. And what I want to do is I want to do a Mr. Toad. And I want to do Mr. Toad's Wild Ride kind of thing, and I want to do it in a rap style. Well, if you think about it, at the very end, you know, when he gets run over almost by a car, and he sits there and he goes, thank to God. And he starts running down the, it's like, no, isn't that what they're doing? No? So anyway, so yeah, so that's my next goal. When I get that one, I promise I'll come here and experiment on you guys. You can tell me.
We're gonna hold you to that.
Well, we haven't emptied out the entire bar yet, but they're going to. She's not a normal Vegas act, is she? No. I can always what? Oh, I can always bring the cats out. Ooh, make them sit up and everything. Yeah, I could play Siegfried and Roy or something. I got a little silver tiger back there. You know, I could get his little toy. He's got a little stick with a little bunch of string on it. You know, I can use that as a whip. You know, and kind of crack it at him, and he'll like raise his feet. It'd be just like it. You know, Heather Alexander, the Silver Tiger of Doom. You know. Actually, we got to see the the white tiger today. He was very pretty. I don't know, do I? Yeah, maybe I can just move my seat. How about that? I'll just do that. This is just like major, you know, like technicality night or something. Still doing it. It's the jack. Is actually what it is. It's the jack. I leave this with my brother, my great brother, who will fix everything for me, including all my mistakes. Yes. Yeah, my brother does the engineering. He did the engineering on Festival Wind, and he also did the engineering on the Blooper album. And he's like, I don't know why we're doing this Blooper album. He said, we just spent like a whole month getting rid of all these mistakes, and now you want me to put them back all at once? I said, no, you don't understand. This time it'll be funny. It's like, okay, whatever. This is just not going to happen. Oh, you don't have me plugged in. Well, that explains it. Okay. Yeah, really, smack it. There's actually a comment on the Blooper album. This is all going to go out of tune after I smack it. So far, so good? All right. Well, why don't we try, since we might as well, there's no such thing as a perfect parachute, as you can tell from tonight. You know, you get up here and you take your chances. There's no such thing as having everything go off completely smoothly at a show. I think that the test of a true professional is how do you handle all the things going wrong. It's not a perfect show that you need to handle. It's the ones that are not perfect and you still need to make them look good. We'll see if I can manage that tonight. Like I said, you guys are way too kind. All right, perfect parachute time. This is my song that I wrote for Pirate Bill and Squidly. Yeah, Pirate Bill is sorry he can't be here tonight. He actually followed me down here last time. He was actually out in the audience. I didn't realize that. But yeah, so he was out here last night. but he can't be here tonight because he's off plummeting from another plane, having way too much fun. So, and then, yeah, if you ever guys, if you get the chance, by all means, somebody wants to throw you out of a plane for free, as long as you're attached to somebody with a parachute, do it. If they're trying to throw you without a parachute, you better question your friends.
Yeah, Mike.
You know, the thing is people say, well, that's such a crazy idea. Why do you want to jump out of a perfectly decent airplane? Well, let me explain. It has no door and no seats, okay? That's not a perfectly decent airplane. I want to get out of it. First off, he takes off and everybody goes, and slides all the way down, you know? I mean, it's really easy to disembark. He just turns the nose up on the plane, dumps you all out. And with a tandem jump, you don't have to know anything. You know, you just hang on and scream. That's all there is to it. And it's a lot of fun. And I mean, you get a new appreciation of life. It's really funny because when you fly, you know, everyone's like, you know, oh, you have to turn off your cell phones and all your CD players and all this, and we'll tell you when you can turn it back on again. You know, so they get up and they go, okay, we've achieved 10,000 feet. You can turn your CD players back on. Well, you know, I was looking out the window, and the guy behind me was looking out the window. He goes, wow, that's pretty far up. And I went, and I wasn't even thinking. I went, 10,000 feet. I fell from higher than this. The whole plane just I was like, what? What did I say? But it's a pretty safe little hobby. It really is. It's not a big deal because these guys that do this, the ones that jump and do a tandem jump, they've jumped about 4,000 times. And if you notice, they have all their limbs still attached. So they must be doing something right, or they wouldn't have survived that many times plus jumping out of a plane. So, yeah, really. Yeah, do exactly what they say. Just do exactly what they say. They've got, you know, quick release on those things. You'll, bye. You think you can handle? You think you can do better than me? Okay, here you go. So, yeah, I asked Bill. He's got a girlfriend, and he said I just proposed to her, a fiance, and he said I just proposed to her, and she's accepted. I'm like, did you propose, you know, in a jump or anything like that? Or I said, actually no. I said, are you going to get married while you guys are jumping? He said, be serious. You've only got 60 seconds. He's like, you can't do all through the vows by then. He says, you're lucky if you get I do out of it. So I said, well, can you do the kiss the bride thing? He goes, oh yeah. He said, but then you got to buy everybody beer if you do one of those passing kisses in the air. I'm like, oh. Apparently every time you do anything interesting in the air, you have to buy the whole crew a pack of beer. Right? It's a tradition thing. So.
Dude, we're in the wrong business.
Dude, yeah, we're in the wrong business. Yeah, that's right. So anyway, but no, it's actually very safe, and it's a lot of fun. It's such a quick adrenaline rush, and you have no idea. Your poor little animal brain doesn't get it. You just don't get it. All you know is that it's essentially fun, and you're just going, I am so mucking crazy, ah! You know. And I've done it twice. I have yet to remember leaving the plane of my own volition. Okay? Because the guy behind me just kind of moves forward, and I'm just like, you know, stuck there. I'm just going along for the ride, like one of those little kids, you know, the carry-ons, you know, in front. You know? So, it's a lot of fun, and when you stop, I mean, you're sitting there and you're plummeting, right? And it's 120 miles an hour, but it doesn't feel any faster than if you stick your hand out of a car on a freeway. It feels about the same. It really does. Your brain can't cope with anything better than that. It's like, we're going fast. Okay. You know, that's about all you get. You know, and then the parachute opens and somebody grabs you by the back of your pants and you go, whoa! You know? But then you've been moving so fast for a whole minute and everything just stops. Just cold stops. And you're like looking around going, ooh, pretty. You know? And you're not falling. I mean, the parachute's open and you are going down, but there again, your poor little brain just doesn't get it. It's like, oh, we're way up here. We're just kind of stuck in the midair going, and then you can start looking